Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's see what we got for you right now. We have a boat, officially. No guys, this is not a boat, but it's long like a tractor trailer and it's long like a boat. But it has only four wheels, so it's not a tractor trailer. What we have for you right now, it's a 1/43 scale 1976 Chevrolet Caprice. The famous Caprice. This is like the bread and butter for the American car industry. It was one of the most popular cars back in the days for many years. Almost every branch of like the police and other branches of the firefighters, when you had the cars, use either Chevrolet Caprice or use the Ford LTD, which was Crown Victorias, or those were most likely the most popular cars that they used back in the days. But the Caprice was everywhere. New York taxi cabs were most of the time Chevrolet Caprice or Fords. It was a brand. It was Chevrolet's one of the most iconic Chevrolet models. Let's put it like that. This is a 1976 model. By the way, guys, Chevrolet produced the Caprice from 1965 all the way down to 1996. Right. Then they came back. They came back for a few years. Actually, not a few years. They came back from 2000 all the way down to 2017. But in the year 2000, they came with a copy of the Holden. It was produced by Holden, which, if you know Holden, it's an Australian brand that produced GM cars. So basically, that was the model. But this right here, it's a really attractive car. This is the second. No, this is actually the third generation. I'm sorry. Let me just make sure. This is the. I'll tell you right now. I'm not really sure if it's the third or the second. Sorry guys, I'm trying to look just to make sure I'm giving you the right info. But this is the I'm gonna put like a timing click. Tick 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 tick. It was a second generation, but it was the last remodel of the second generation, which they pulled out between 1975 and 1976. But it's a long car, I gotta admit. I've seen them in person. As long as it looks here in the video, it's as long as it looks in real life. It looks exactly how it is in real life. Caprice insignia there. These boxy tail lights in the back. The American cars back in the days, you open the back of the license plate. That's where they had the gas tank. That's why a lot of the American cars you do not see back in the 70s and 80s. You do not see a gas tank opening on the sides because they had it by the license plate in the back. This car was so big, and then they had space to add another window in the back. How big they are. Beautiful, attractive. I love this half cover wheels. I find them so glamorous. I don't know. I love it. I love it when they do that. It looks so regal. It gives the car a total different look. That's my point of view. I know, if I'm not mistaken, this could be taken off, especially I think like when you have a flat tire and you have to take the tire off. and all that. I think that if you look at it, it has like an opening. You see right there, it's like a. I think this part probably has some type of connector there that you unhook it and you could take it off. But very attractive diecast. All right, guys. By the way, it's a big V8. You know, it has to be a V8 to push that big engine, big car. I mean. All right, I'm gonna let it go around a few times so you can have a nice look at it. All right, guys. So, you know, I'm not sure how much of these cars were sold back in Europe. I'm not even sure if they were actually sold in Europe. I know they were very common in North America, also in Mexico, which, by the way, this is a car from a collection of the most remembered Mexican cars of all time. So that's part of the collection. So they are pretty popular in Mexico too. I know in some South American countries, back in the days, American cars were quite popular, like in Venezuela, I think also in Colombia. But I'm not 100% sure if they were sold in those countries. Now, going back to the car, have you ever seen one of these in person? Have you ever got to drive one of these in person? Have you, well, if to drive it, you have to drive in person. Excuse my repetitiveness. Have you ever got to drive one of these? I meant to say. Have you ever seen them in a car show? You know, sometimes nowadays they export classic cars all around the world, and you get to see them. Or you like me, you have them in a diecast and you collect them in a diecast because that's the most affordable way to have one of these. And they're not quite cheap because they're not easy to find. Unless you're probably in Mexico, but you're not easy to find. Okay, guys, so don't forget to give me that nice thumbs up, which I always really, really, really appreciate. Like I mentioned before, let me know when you guys are enjoying the videos as much as I enjoy making them. And yeah, it will be real cool for me to see you guys enjoying these videos. And don't forget to click and subscribe. And when you click and subscribe, you're letting me know that you want to see more. And the bell, by the way, guys, the bell next to the subscribe button will remind you when I'm posting more videos, okay? So it will do the homework for you. So that's a win-win situation. Alright, guys, so take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.